Way too many books. No man can read all that. The fairy scholar has all the records concerning that matter. Ah, look here. In order to be safe from the magic of the fairies, paint the head of a piglet on your door. If only I had known that earlier. Perhaps I can find something about the seer's harp.
Don't bother. I've already rummaged through the whole shelf. Magistra Dorota didn't leave anything else.
Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Damn, there must be something to be found somewhere. Perhaps on a different shelf. Here's something about transmigration. It is said about dark druids that they can exchange their soul with that of an animal or even a human. Then they migrate from soul to soul and thus live many a year until their own soul goes to the unnamed. Some fairy folk are also said to have this talent, but those just do it for pleasure and so they play a joyful game with it. Mathematics. Many crows make a swarm. I don't need to know more about it. Why Andergast will prevail. May Andergast shine bright. Ephedon the First. There's the story about how he set forth with the heroes to challenge the seer 13 years ago, but he was wounded on the journey and had to be left behind. The 13th war against Nostria, the 14th war against Nostria. I don't have that much time. Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. There's something about a battle near the castle of Raven's Peak, but not a word about where this castle is. There's a note about the seer. Regrettable is his death considering the lost chance to observe the magic. How did he gather his knowledge of the future? Was he a druid or even a warlock? He seemed to use the power of fairy magic too. The examination of his remains did not reveal anything of value. Hundreds of books about Andergast and one about Nostria. About fairy worlds. Mighty strange to behold are the creatures of the other worlds, for it is reported that it is hard to tell if they walk on two legs, or if they're animal or plant, or hermetic noses. About Nostria. As flat and ugly as a place is the kingdom of Nostria. The common Nostrian angles in brackish ponds for salterels. I know all that already. Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Here, the mountain Raven's Peak in the stone oak forest, and on this page, Magician Dorota has drawn the way to the magic harp.
Excellent.
Something's written here about the beetle of Asmodeus. Whatever is put into it can never be retrieved by anyone but Master Asmodeus himself. But Master Asmodeus has been dead for years. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. He scribbled this saying all over the place.
Eos causa discimus.
His eyes look like he hasn't closed them for days. Magister Oakward? What's wrong with you?
All those faces. Thousands of shards. Hycinda, save my mind. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus.
Dead, at least I hope so. Is this a young cave dragon? Well, I guess this is all in order. I never really understood why magicians wear those amorphous funnels on their heads.
Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus.
There must be a secret compartment behind it. Looky here. That must be a magic key. We have to talk. What does Eos causa discimus mean? Magister Oakward keeps repeating this one sentence all the time.
Well, I can tell you that. It means, because of her, we learn. It's a well-known saying amongst scholars, and it refers to Azinda, the goddess of wisdom.
What does the Magister mean by that?
By the imp's beard, I have no idea. Madness must have clouded his mind, too.
I'll be back soon. It could fit into this hole. Aha! So, what now? I hope this isn't just for kicks. Grim Fearon, I hope Gwynling found his way into your hunting grounds. The ever-changing lizard Ingval, called by the name of Tsar by some. Good luck and cunning, as yet, Fex hasn't left me. Perena blesses our crops. It's the blacksmiths who pray to Ingarim. The goddess of love, why have you made everything so complicated? Praeos, the chieftain of the gods, first among the deities. The goddess of war stands by our side in our struggle against Nostria, most of the time. The unpredictable god of the sea. Travia, loyal, caring, reliable, and a bit boring, but I didn't say that. The ruler of the realm of the dead. You won't get Nuri yet, but I'll send you the seer soon. The goddess of wisdom isn't too well revered in Andergast. Interesting. If I turn the word Eos upside down, the letters turn into numbers. What happens now? The seer's wooden ring. The magicians have simply caged it like a bird. Ah! What the devil? It's right above the magic cage, like it should be. The cage of Asmodeus, to keep valuable or forbidden artifacts, surrounded by cumulative destroyer magic. Be very aware. Destroyer magic is conferred to every object or subject that comes into contact with the cage, whether directly or indirectly. Whatever falls into the cage cannot escape forevermore. Invisible threads of power hold the desideratum in the middle of the cage. For the sake of old times, what if I just let them drop in? The shards hover in there like the wooden ring. Now the artifact is caged twice, and the power of the cage has taken hold of the whole jug. If I reach into the jug from above now... Ah, damn it! No, not this way. This is the artifact the seer escaped the flames with, and now his spirit rests in the body of a raven. So much for your invincible cage. We have to talk. Look, Giacomo, the seer's ring.
By all the stars! In the meantime, I've read through more of the magician's analysis.
Do you know what exactly the thing does now?
Zinda have mercy on me. It really seems to swap the souls of two living beings. It's important to have a focus. The artifact has to be equipped with a part of the target's body.
The raven's feather! From my dream!
That's right. The target must be near the artifact too.
How does it engage the magic?
If you speak the word, the magic of the ring is engaged immediately. Alas, this says its magic is spent for the most part already.
What does that mean?
It can only be used once more.